अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन वस्सलातु वस्सलामु अला सय्यिदिल मुरसलीन अम्मा बाद फ़ाऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। Dear students, today we will study the topic parts of speech of English grammar of class 8. So I hope that you have the book, notebook and pencil. If you don't have any of the things, please collect it quickly. But first, we have to recite the dua of ilm. Rabbi zidni ilma. Ya Allah, increase my knowledge. So, what is the definition of parts of speech, or we can say that what are parts of speech? A category to which a word is assigned in accordance with its syntactic functions. I must say it's very difficult definitions for you. Or we can say that in traditional grammar, a parts of speech is a category of words that have similar grammatical properties. That you can say that those kinds of words which can be pronounced differently, but they have the similar grammatical properties. Those words, if they arrange in a particular way, they may be termed as the parts of speech. In English, the main parts of speech are: the first one is articles, the second one is noun, the third one is pronoun, the fourth one is adjective, the fifth one is verb, the sixth one is adverb, the seventh one is preposition, the eighth one is conjunction, and the ninth and the last one is interjection. In English, there are three articles. The first one is a, or you can see that a. The second one is an, and the third and the last one is the, or you can pronounce it the. Articles are used before nouns or noun equivalents and are a type of adjective also. There are two types of articles there. The first one is definite article and the second one is indefinite article. So what is indefinite article? Indefinite article which have the words a or an. If the noun is singular and countable, and this is the first time you have mentioned it, then you will usually need the indefinite article. For example, I bought a book. Why would I place the word I here? Simply, we don't know which book. So that's why we placed a here. There is a bird outside. We don't know anything about the bird. If the noun starts with the vowel sounds, then the article a, n or n is used. For example, an an uncle, an r. And if the noun starts with the consonant words or the sounds, then the article a is used. For example, a school and a university. Our next slide is what is definite article. Definite articles which contain the word the is used when referring to the particular noun. if your reader or listener understands what you are referring to, then you will usually need the definite article. For example, I bought a book last week. This book is about trees. The book is about trees. What should I place there? The word the or the. Because the book is about the trees. This refers the specification and the particularness of the sentence. Or you can say the definite and the defined sentence. So that's why we put the here. The second example is we went to our wedding yesterday. The bride wore a lovely dress. We have not mentioned the bride before, but we both know that she is connected to the wedding. So that's why the specification, the particularness of the bride in the wedding makes her different, and that's why we put the here. No article. We don't need an article if the noun is plural or uncountable and it is not defined. For example, women that generally live longer than men. There is no placement of article here. Paint is hard to remove. Simple. There is no need to place an article here. There is some kind of words that I have mentioned in previous slides, that countability, define. So let's discuss these words, that why it is important in articles. It is often too difficult to decide whether an article, an English especially an English noun, needs an article before it, and if so, an article a and or the to use. The main things to consider when choosing an article are whether or not the noun is countable and whether it is defined. Countability means that the noun can be made plural or not. For example, book is a singular and the books is the plural of the book. So it is the countability, that you can count on, that it is the ability that you are able to count the noun or not. This is one of the most important slide of this lecture. There is a key to choose the right article. There might be two conditions occur in this sentence. The first one is the noun is singular and countable. If your answer is yes, then go downward. Is it defined? There might be two options. Either it is yes or might be no. If it is yes, then put the word the there. And if it is no, then put a or an there on the basis of vowel if the word or a noun is vowel or consonant. The second condition is placed at the right side, that is the noun plural or uncountable. If the answer is yes, then go to the second question, that it is defined or not. If the answer is yes, then the place the there, and if the answer is no, then there is no need to place an article there. This is one of the most easy key and one of the most important key to choose the right article in the sentence. Here are some examples for you. That I bought a book. Book is a singular, countable noun. Therefore, it has to have an article. Your reader doesn't know which book you are referring to, therefore it is indefinite. And the B alphabet of book is not a vowel, so that's why we put A here. Let's go to the second example. The book I bought is interesting. Book is again a singular countable noun. Therefore, it has to have an article. In this case, we know which book you are referring, so it takes a definite articles. So that's why we put the here. I like the books you gave me. Books is a plural noun. It is used in a definite sense. And we know which book you gave me, so it takes a definite article. Here are some examples of placement of no article there. That's simply I like books. Books is a plural noun. It is used about the book generally, not specified books, not the specification or the particularness of the book, so it takes no article. Blood is thicker than water. Blood and water are singular and uncountable nouns. They are used in a general sense. Therefore, they do not need an article. I bought 2 books. You don't need an article because you already have the word to. If you mention the countability of the noun, then you don't need to place an article here. Just like that, I bought some books. You don't need to place an article because you have already have the word some. So it gives the sense of countability. So you do not have to place an article here. Trees are usually green. Another one, no article is needed because you are talking generally and the noun is not definite. That is, you are not talking about specific trees, but the trees in the park are green. The article is needed because you have specified which trees you are talking about. This is a homework for you, my dear students. I hope at the last you will able to make or place an article easily in any kind of sentence by the help of that key that we have discussed in this lecture. And I hope that these examples are nothing after you understand this topic. So I hope, my dear students, in the end I hope that everything I have taught in this lesson is very clear. Revise it at home. May Allah strengthen your memory. Jazakallahu khair.